Yeah, thanks.
Got the heartbeat going.
That was terribly good.
Yeah, I got the lungs going and stuff. So, all right, you guys, good stuff. Have you guys ever heard of Jim Rohn? If you have, raise your hand. Okay, you guys listen to some of his motivational speeches and like presentations and stuff that he does? Yeah. Have you guys heard the one where he talks about growing to your highest potential? Like, we as human beings have we have the power of free will, so we can do whatever we want. We can decide to grow to our fullest potential, or we can just decide to just lay low. Like we talked about drifting the other week, right? Drifting, you don't really have any direction, you don't really have any speed, you're just kind of like, you're there. You're not really striving for anything. You're not really doing anything productive, right? So we as human beings, we have that luxury of, your own will. You decide what you do. If you think about a tree, how tall does a tree grow?
As tall as it possibly can.
As tall as it possibly can. For that situation, it grows as tall as it possibly can. It doesn't get halfway and then it's like, I'm going to be done. I'm going to stop growing because, I just don't feel like growing anymore. No, a tree grows as tall as it possibly can with the environment that it's in. Now, that's the downside of a tree, is it can only grow as tall as it can in the environment that it's in. So you think, okay, if a tree's in a bad environment, it's not going to grow that tall. Well, it's still growing to its full potential. Okay? If you're thinking of yourself as a tree, you're like, I'm not in that great of a situation. I grew up, I didn't have a lot of money, I didn't have both my parents there, I wasn't supported, I didn't have this opportunity, that opportunity. Well, the good news is that you're not a tree. You can move. You can change your environment, you can change the situation that you're in. But it all starts with mindset. It all starts with getting out of your own way. A lot of people, you ask somebody what their goals are, how many people would tell you oh yeah, starting next week, I'm going to do this. What's so special about next week? Why do you have to start next week? Oh, well, that's just when I'm probably going to have more time to do it, or, those people are just looking for motivation down the road. If you truly want something, you're truly after something and you want it bad, you'll find the motivation. If you have a strong enough why, you'll hit that. So whether it's your fitness goals, whether it's a financial goal, whether it's an occupational goal, you want to get to a certain spot in your job, you got to have a strong enough why to get there. If you're I want to make $1 million, and you don't have a reason behind it, you're probably not going to make $1 million because you have nothing there, right? So get out of your own way. Find a good why. We talk about that all the time, finding a good why, a reason why to do things. So, have you guys ever run a 5K? Or done any kind of competition at all for any matter? Yeah? Did you feel like going out and running and practicing and doing that stuff had a little bit more meaning to it? It was a little bit easier to do when you had something there motivating you? Mm-hmm. That's your why, right? If you sign up for a race and you really don't want to do that race, you're not going to practice that much, are you? Because you're this sucks. I don't want to do this anyways. Why would I even, I don't even want to sign up for this? Wasting $25. It's hot outside, it's cold outside, it's too windy, it's not windy enough. There's a big hill by my house, I don't want to run up that hill. It's raining outside, the weather's not perfect. That's the saying too, if you're waiting for the perfect situation, you're going to be waiting forever. There's never a perfect situation to start something. So get out of your own way and just go. Okay, we talked about that too with the railroad tracks. Okay, building momentum. A train can't start moving if there's stuff on the tracks. Once it starts moving and it's going and it's building momentum, then it doesn't matter what's on the tracks. It's getting laid out, right? Get out of your own way, build that momentum, find your why, and just bust through. We got 2016 coming up. You guys are going to be finding okay, I want to accomplish this goal in this amount of time. The new year is the time to set goals. Personally, I think you guys should be setting goals all the time for yourselves, no matter what it is, financial, physical, occupational, personal goals. If you want to be a better person, just be setting goals all the time for yourself. But the new year is about setting new goals for yourself, starting a new year, turning a new leaf. So find your why. If you're one of those people that's I wanna do this in the next year. find a reason why you want to do it. Get motivated and get after it. If it doesn't motivate you, it's not a strong enough why. Find a different why. Okay? That's like with this workout too. You want to give up, you can't. You got too many people counting on you. That's your why. Right? Because I guarantee you wanted to give up that last one. You're like, I don't want to do this again. I'm sure there was more of you guys feeling like that, but I saw in particular you were like, don't want to do it. But you pushed the last one anyways, because you're like, there's time left, he's counting on me, he wants to go. That's my drive. That's why I'm going to go again. Right? And kudos to you for doing that. That's freaking badass. That's awesome. Good for you, man. But thank you guys for coming out. I hope you had fun on the sleds, pushing the sleds and doing that thing. That's always a good time.
Yeah.
We've always proven that. So, again, I just want to thank you guys for coming out. We'll grab shakes. We'll do a picture real quick before we do that. Then you guys are free to go. Merry Christmas and all that good stuff. So.
Yeah.
Thank you guys. So let's do a picture real quick.
Fucking stand in the front
we'll
this
go.
time. A little corner.
You can
You see
stand up
that
this
little
time.
corner?
Yeah. It is comfortable.